Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts, certain patterns in your life keep repeating? Maybe you work hard to achieve success, improve your relationships, or even better your health, but something seems to hold you back. These patterns might be invisibly rooted in your mind, influencing your actions and decisions every day without you realizing it. Now, what if I told you that this feeling of being stuck isn't because of a lack of effort or some cruel fate, but because of something you have the power to change? And more importantly, what if I told you that you have the key to release all of these limiting patterns, all the blocks that are stopping you from living the full life you deserve? And you can do it in just 2 minutes a day. Louise Hay, one of the greatest masters of self-awareness, teaches us that you are so much more than your mind. Your mind is a tool you use. But over time, we get used to using our minds in ways that limit our potential. These limitations are often based on beliefs and patterns we've created, and often we don't even realize they're controlling us. The good news is that you have the power to change these patterns. It all begins with the awareness that you can reprogram your mind. Louise Hay reminds us that your thoughts do not control you. You control your thoughts. The truth is, you have control over what you think and how you respond to the patterns that are creating your reality. So, take a moment to think. What are the patterns that you feel are limiting you? What are the beliefs you carry that no longer serve you? That is exactly what we'll be working on today, releasing these limitations and making way for transformation. I asked you, what patterns are you ready to release today? Think about it as you continue the journey of this video. Did you know that every thought you have has the power to shape your reality? It may sound a bit hard to believe, but when we start to understand how our mind works, it becomes clear that the way we think profoundly influences how we feel and how we act. And more importantly, the way we act and feel creates the results in our lives. Louise Hay always emphasized that you are so much more than your mind. Your mind is a tool you use. But the way we use this tool, especially in relation to our thought patterns, can be one of the biggest obstacles to our growth. Many times, without realizing it, we get trapped in cycles of negative thinking or self-sabotage, which create invisible blocks in our lives. The truth is, we all have automatic thoughts, those that arise effortlessly, based on past experiences or limiting beliefs. These thoughts, although automatic, are not set in stone. They can be changed. Louise Hay teaches us that your thoughts do not control you, you control your thoughts. That means you have the power to decide what you think and how you react to your thoughts. This power of choice is what gives us the ability to change. Let's pause for a moment to reflect. What are the thoughts you've been repeating often? Do you feel like these thoughts are helping you grow, or are they creating limitations for you? It's important to notice how you feel about your thoughts, because your emotions are a direct reflection of what's going on in your mind. When you realize that you have the power to control your thoughts, the change begins. Instead of being controlled by negative or limiting thoughts, you can start replacing them with positive and constructive affirmations. And one very powerful practice for doing this is the mirror exercise. Looking at yourself in the mirror and affirming, I realized that I created this problem, and now I'm willing to release the pattern in my consciousness that is keeping this condition. But why does looking into the mirror make such a difference? When we look into the mirror and make an affirmation, we're not just speaking to our mind, we're also speaking to our body. The body reacts physically to our energy, and by doing this, you begin to release the tensions that the old patterns have created. The mirror is a powerful tool because it forces us to face ourselves and confront what's truly inside. When you use this practice with intention, you begin to release emotions and beliefs that no longer serve you. Now, reflectoi. What would you like to release What thoughts or patterns of beliefs are you ready to let go of? The power to transform your life is in your hands. You can start right now by changing your thoughts and, with that, change your reality. Could you tell me, what thoughts are you ready to release now? How do you think this can transform your life? Now that you understand the power of your thoughts and how they shape your reality, it's time to dive deeper into the process of releasing the patterns and beliefs that are no longer serving you. This is where the real transformation happens. It's easy to get stuck in old habits or to hold on to past beliefs that are no longer relevant to who we are today. These beliefs might have been formed in childhood, influenced by society, or even based on past experiences that we've carried into adulthood. But just because we've been carrying them doesn't mean they're true, or that they have to control us moving forward. In fact, as Louise Hay so beautifully teaches, you are not your past, you are the present moment, and you have the power to create your future. The past, with all its limiting beliefs and experiences, it only has power over you if you allow it to. The key to freeing yourself is to let go of those beliefs that don't align with your current self. Let go of the patterns that keep you stuck in places that don't serve your highest good. So how do you begin this process of release? One powerful way is through awareness. The first step in releasing a pattern is becoming aware of it. Many times, we don't even realize the impact certain beliefs or behaviors are having on our lives. Maybe you've been carrying a belief like, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve success. And it's been guiding your decisions without you even knowing it. Once you recognize this, you're already halfway to releasing it. One practice Louise Hay encourages is to look in the mirror and speak to yourself with love and compassion. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's important to approach yourself with kindness. When you say, I see that I created this pattern and I'm willing to release it, you are acknowledging the power within you to change. You are not judging yourself. Instead, you're simply observing the pattern and deciding to let it go. You might feel a sense of discomfort when you do this. That's normal. Change isn't always easy, especially when we've been holding onto something for so long. But that discomfort is often an indicator that the pattern is deep-rooted. The deeper the discomfort, the more powerful the release. Your body might respond with tension, resistance, or even a sense of lightness after the release. Pay attention to how you feel in the moment. This is important. Feedback on how deeply that belief or pattern has been affecting you. And here's the secret. The more you practice this, the easier it gets. Just like any habit, the more you repeat the process, the more natural it becomes. The key is consistency. Every time you look in the mirror and consciously choose to release a belief, you're making space for something new. You're opening the door to a new reality where you are in control of your thoughts and, consequently, your life. Reflecting on this, I want you to ask yourself, what is one pattern or belief that you are ready to release today? It might be a belief about yourself, your worth, your potential, or your ability to succeed. Take a moment and commit to releasing it. You have the power to do this. What is one belief or pattern you're ready to let go of today? Take a deep breath and let it go. Now that you've begun to release old patterns and beliefs, it's time to replace them with something more empowering. The next step in your transformation is to fill the space left by these old beliefs with positive, life-affirming thoughts. One of the most powerful tools for transformation is affirmations. Louise Hay, in her teachings, often speaks about the power of positive affirmations to reprogram our minds. I love and approve of myself, she says, is one of the most fundamental affirmations you can use. It may sound simple, but its impact is profound. By repeating this affirmation daily, you are reminding yourself of your inherent worth and love. Affirmations are not just words, they are declarations of truth. When you say, I am worthy of love and success, you are affirming that truth for yourself. These statements are like seeds you plant in your subconscious mind, and over time, they begin to grow and shape your reality. But here's the important part. You must believe in these affirmations. You see, affirmations alone aren't enough if they are just words that you say without believing them. They must come from a place of self-love and self-compassion. Louise Hay reminds us that you can't love anyone else until you love yourself. When you love and approve of yourself, you begin to attract love, success, and happiness from others. To practice this, look in the mirror every day and repeat positive affirmations. Look into your eyes and say them with conviction. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. You may feel resistance at first, especially if you've spent years doubting yourself, but keep saying it. Eventually, your mind will start to believe it, and you'll notice that your actions begin to align with this new belief. Self-love is the foundation of all change. When you love yourself, you start to honor your worth and prioritize your own happiness. You stop tolerating toxic relationships, negative self-talk, and self-sabotage. Instead, you start making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good. Here's an exercise for you. Take a moment right now and think about what you love most about yourself. It could be your kindness, your creativity, your resilience, or anything that makes you proud. Now say it aloud. I love and appreciate. Insert what you love about yourself. This simple practice will help you start seeing yourself as the amazing person you truly are. As you continue to practice self-love and affirmations, remember that the key to change is consistency. Each time you affirm your worth, you are reinforcing the belief that you are deserving of all the good things in life. Over time, this will become your new reality. Reflect on this for a moment. How would your life change if you truly believed that you are worthy of all the love, success, and happiness you desire? Think about how your actions, relationships, and experiences would shift if you came from a place of self-love every day. What positive affirmation can you begin to say every day to remind yourself of your worth and power? Now that you're practicing self-love and releasing old patterns, you may begin to notice something interesting: resistance. This resistance can show up in many forms, from doubts about your ability to change to feelings of discomfort when facing your old beliefs. It's completely normal, but understanding it is key to overcoming it. You see, resistance is a natural part of the transformation process. When you begin to change, the ego and old thought patterns often resist because they are used to things being a certain way. These old beliefs are comfortable, even if they're limiting, and your mind wants to hold on to what's familiar. But as Louise Hay teaches, you are not your mind. Your mind is a tool you use. And like any tool, your mind can be reprogrammed to serve you in the most empowering ways. The first step in overcoming resistance is to acknowledge it without judgment. When you feel resistance, don't beat yourself up for it. It's simply your mind and body reacting to the unfamiliar. Instead of pushing against it, accept that this is part of your growth. This acceptance is where the shift begins. You might feel fear or discomfort when making changes, especially if those changes challenge long-held beliefs. That's okay. The discomfort you feel is often a sign that you're on the right path. Louise Hay says, when you feel discomfort, it is a sign that you are moving through an area of growth. Embrace this discomfort. It means you are stepping outside of your comfort zone and into the realm of possibility. One powerful technique to manage resistance is to ask yourself empowering questions. Instead of asking, why is this so hard? Or why can't I change? Try asking, what is the lesson here? How can I grow from this experience? Empowering questions shift your focus from the problem to the solution. They allow you to see resistance as a catalyst for growth rather than an obstacle. Another tool to overcome resistance is to visualize your success. Visualization is a technique used by many successful individuals. By vividly imagining the life you want to create, you train your mind to believe that it is possible. Louise Hay suggests using affirmations while visualizing your ideal life, seeing yourself already living your dreams. The more you practice visualization, the more your mind begins to align with the new beliefs you're cultivating. Remember, the key to overcoming resistance is persistence. Don't expect immediate perfection. Change is a gradual process, and sometimes it requires repeated effort before the shift fully happens. Be patient with yourself. Every time you choose to release an old belief or practice self-love, you are making progress even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Reflect on this for a moment. What resistance have you been facing in your life that's preventing you from moving forward? Take note of it, and instead of fighting it, ask yourself, what's the lesson here? What is this resistance trying to teach me? What is one area where you've been feeling resistance? And how can you shift your focus to see it as an opportunity for growth? As you continue to release old patterns and embrace new, empowering beliefs, one of the most powerful tools you can use to further accelerate your transformation is gratitude. Louise Hay teaches us that gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion. It is a powerful force that can change the course of your life. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you for the good things that happen to you. It's about shifting your entire mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you begin to attract more of the same into your life. It's the law of attraction in action. What you focus on expands. Think about it for a moment. How often do you find yourself focusing on what's missing in your life rather than appreciating what's already there? Many of us have a tendency to focus on what we don't have, the challenges we're facing, or the things we wish were different. But Louise Hay reminds us that what you focus on expands. If you focus on the negative, it will grow. If you focus on gratitude, the positive will multiply. One of the easiest ways to practice gratitude is through a simple gratitude journal. Every day, write down at least 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things or small things. The important part is that you're consciously choosing to acknowledge the good in your life. Over time, this practice trains your mind to focus on what's going well rather than what's not. When you start each day with gratitude, you set a positive tone for the entire day. Louise Hay suggests starting the day by saying, I'm so grateful for today. I am open to receiving all the good that comes my way. This simple affirmation helps to align your energy with abundance, and it invites more blessings into your life. Gratitude also has a profound impact on your emotional well-being. Studies have shown that when we practice gratitude, we feel happier, more fulfilled, and less stressed. It shifts your emotional state from one of lack or fear to one of abundance and joy. It opens the door to deeper self-love, because when you're grateful for what you have, you naturally start to love and appreciate yourself more. As you continue on your journey of transformation, remember to pause and reflect on all that you have to be grateful for. Even in the midst of challenges, there is always something to be thankful for. The more you practice gratitude, the more you begin to notice the small blessings in your life, which leads to bigger, more significant ones. Reflect for a moment. What are you grateful for in your life right now? Take a moment to acknowledge those things and allow yourself to feel the joy that comes from this simple practice. What's one thing you are truly grateful for today? How can you incorporate gratitude into your daily routine? At this point, you've learned the importance of releasing old patterns, practicing self-love, and using tools like affirmations and gratitude to transform your life. But there's one more crucial step: embracing your power. You see, true transformation comes from realizing that you are not just a passive participant in your life. You are the creator of your own reality. You are the one who has the ability to shape your future and make choices that align with your highest good. Louise Hay teaches us that you have the power to create the life you want. This is where your personal empowerment truly begins, when you take full responsibility for your life, for your thoughts, your actions, and your beliefs. You reclaim your power. No longer are you a victim of circumstances or the past. You become the conscious creator of your future. But how do you begin to embrace your power fully? The first step is self-awareness. You've already begun this process by examining your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. Now, it's time to fully embrace the idea that you are in control of your life. No one else holds the key to your happiness or success, only you do. A powerful practice to reinforce this is visualizing your future self. Take a moment to imagine yourself living the life you desire. How does it feel? What are you doing? Where are you? What kind of person are you? When you can vividly imagine this version of yourself, you create a blueprint in your mind for how you will show up in the world. Visualization is a tool used by many successful people to align their actions with their dreams. Next, take inspired action. Transformation isn't just about thinking differently, it's about acting differently. It's about making decisions that reflect your new beliefs and your new self. Louise Hay often reminds us that it's not enough to just want change. You must take action. Start small, but take consistent steps towards your goals. With each step, you'll feel more empowered and more aligned with your true self. Remember, it's normal to feel fear or doubt when stepping into your power. Change can be uncomfortable, and it's natural to face resistance. But don't let fear stop you. Instead, see fear as a sign that you're on the right path. Fear means you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's exactly where the magic happens. Take a moment now to reflect. What's one thing you can do today to step into your power and take action towards the life you truly desire? It doesn't have to be a huge leap. Even the smallest action will get you one step closer to your goals. What's one inspired action you can take today to move closer to the life you've always wanted? As we come to the end of this journey, and it's time for you to claim your new life, you've worked hard to release old patterns, embrace self-love, and take empowered action. But the final step is to fully own the transformation you've created. This is your moment to step into your new reality with confidence and clarity. Louise Hay's teachings remind us that you are the only one who can create the life you want. The power to transform your life has always been within you. Now that you've consciously released old patterns, embraced self-love, and taken consistent action, it's time to acknowledge how far you've come and to fully embrace the person you're becoming. The transformation process doesn't end here. It's a continual journey. But by claiming your new life, you solidify the foundation for long-lasting change. This means acknowledging your progress, celebrating your victories, and continuing to grow with an open heart and mind. It's also important to recognize that while this transformation has been significant, you don't have to do it alone. The community around you, your friends, your family, and even the people you connect with online all play an important role in supporting your growth. So don't be afraid to reach out for support when you need it, and don't hesitate to inspire others with your journey. As you move forward, remember to stay grounded in your self-worth. Every time you doubt yourself or feel resistance, return to the practices that have helped you get this far. Continue with your affirmations, your gratitude practice, and your commitment to self-love. Keep visualizing your dreams and take inspired action every day. One final tool that can help you stay on track is to set intentions. Unlike goals, intentions are rooted in the present moment. They are about embodying the feeling and energy of what you want to create, rather than focusing solely on the outcome. For example, an intention might be, I intend to embrace my power and take inspired action each day Setting intentions helps you stay aligned with your highest self, and it keeps your energy focused on the present moment. As we conclude, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on everything you've learned today. You've unlocked the power within yourself to change your life, and now it's time to fully claim that power. This is your moment. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are ready for the life you desire. Before you go, I want to invite you to share your journey with me. What has been the most powerful realization for you in this process? How are you planning to take the next step toward your transformation? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and share your experience with others who may benefit from this content. And if you want to continue this journey, make sure to check out the next video. It will guide you even further in your path to self-discovery and empowerment, and for you to put into practice right now. What commitment can you make to yourself today to ensure that your transformation continues? And how will you take that first step?